Age of War is here, and that means many changes. The dev stream was about a month ago now, so we're going to do a little refresher here and tell you all about what to expect in the Age of War. So just like the Age of Sorcery, the Age of War will be no different, as in it will have 3 different chapters. The first one starts as collecting treasure, so you're going to be collecting very valuable items from camps, dungeons, wherever else. You're going to be focusing on upping your treasure haul. And then in the second chapter, your treasure is going to be under risk by dangers such as the Purge, because the Purge is getting a well-needed revamp. So that is what happens in Chapter 2, as well as anything else they haven't mentioned yet. In Chapter 3, the main meat and vegetables of that chapter is that you will be, hopefully, attacking something. So as mentioned in the stream, they said that you will be attacking the Purge's base. So you will be getting revenge for them purging you by going and purging them. So that's kind of how that works, but we don't really know too much about that yet, and I'm sure that will come in due time. But for now, Chapter 1 is what we have to work with in the very beginning. It'll probably be the blandest chapters out of the 3, if we're honest, from what we're looking at right here, because the Purge and attacking bases sounds a lot more fun, but it will be integral to the Chapter 2 gameplay sequence. So it would be important to fortify your base, make sure it's really strong, and do the grind in Chapter 1 so you can have a good time when it reaches Chapter 2. And what do we mean by treasure? Well, treasure simply... treasure! You can find these items all over the map. These bigger items you can pick up and move around, so they're quite fun as well. Like the cat idol, the dragon you can move around, and the bountiful chest. Those will be items you pick up and haul home at a very slow rate and pace. So, for example, you pick it up, there you go, and you walk this back to your treasure room from wherever you found it. They're usually found in very big and main camps that you can get them from. The smaller items you're most likely going to find via relic hunters, and I've done videos all about that stuff, so make sure you check that out. I believe I called it treasure, so it should be very straightforward. Chiron Fire treasure video. That's what you need to search. I'll put a little thing top right. The other thing you're going to see in Chapter 1 is going to be clan customizations. So you're going to be able to have shields with your own emblems. You're going to be able to have banners and flags and all sorts. And then you customize all of this in a table. Some of these items you can get free. Some of them you need the battle pass or bazaar for them. But once you do, you'll be able to use awesome pictures and all of that and enjoy customizing whatever you want your clan banner to be, if you like that kind of stuff. So there you go. You can also color any color you want, any shade. You can put it how you like, and that will be your clan emblem. Another change you'll have to get used to is the new stamina changes. So it will work a little bit differently now when you're trying to use your stamina bar, as it will consume more. It is a lot better than when I showed it in the video with the stamina changes, but it is altered to fit the new system. So it might be something you just have to get used to now, because it's going to be different. As well as that, a thing you're going to notice is items have new borders around them. So you're going to have these orange borders and these purple borders for epic, unique, and legendary items. New unique items being a thing that comes out of new to skull bosses that you can find around the map, usually at bigger camps. You can find these guys. Another thing as well is legendary weapons cannot be repaired anymore. However, you can repair different bits and bobs on the grindstone for max efficiency, and repair kits won't just go off class items anymore. They just repair a different percentage of the weapon each time. So the better the kit, the more repair you're gonna get, pretty much. That's how it works. As well as that, you'll get your usual battle pass items and bazaar, and they did spoil something about a new mount. However, we don't know if that's coming out in Chapter 1, 2 or 3. They have just said new mount, and I got another video that speculates on that. I've got a lot of videos covering all this stuff, so if you want to go into the nitty-gritty of these details, if you have questions, have a look on the channel for my Conan content. And there was a bunch of videos I covered the absolute, I covered it all. Most of it, They also have the new target locking system, which will be important when attacking things like dragons and mammoths. because you'll be able to target lock each of the legs now. So you'll be able to go for the back ones, the front ones, wherever. It's not just going to do one in the middle, and hopefully the auto-targeting should be less aggressive on rotation and all sorts like that. There is also a new nighttime mode, so they got rid of the blood moon eclipse thing you used to see, and now it will just be like a little highlighted circle around you in the dead of night. So they have returned to the night for people who missed the night, and that special event is not there anymore. However, you can find some lore events and stuff around the Exiled Lands map. If you don't want a lot of spoilers, it's particularly around Metcalmus' Spire and the ruins of Almera. So if you go and check those areas, you should be able to find some new things to look at that might suggest what we're going to see in the future. Those worried about being able to use the new merchants, you'll be okay and stuff like that, because you can still do the Metcalmus dungeon that came out last season. So you'll be able to go and get Karak's head and trade that in for some coins, and then use the time merchants around the Metcalmus area to be able to buy those items and stuff if you want. So you'll still be able to use all of that if you would like to, and all that good stuff. Apart from that, I hope this helped you figure out and have a little refresher on what's going to be happening in the Age of War, and I hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!